Yo, I'm gonna get MD back up here. What's good, Sonny D?
What's good? What's good? What's
All
good?
right. So the purpose of what I'm saying is when you're dealing with those genotype squares, right? We're trying to find the genotype. Right there in the word genotype, what's the word to stand out?
Gino.
Or gene.
Gene, yeah.
Like the genos. Okay? One thing to understand, if let's say we're gonna represent it as B. Oh no, let's do R. We're gonna represent it as R for melanin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Capital R always gonna merge with or overpower the lowercase r. So let's give these people, let's say r, uh, and let's say lowercase r. I'm gonna do another square because that's kind of sloppy. So this is parent number one at the top. Okay, so we're gonna give them. They got this, right? Let's give them dominant, and then this person is 100% recessive. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when these genes or alleles gather, what happens is R, R, right? This one gonna be more powerful. This one R, R, right? This one R, R. This one R, R. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then that would mean that child, if this were a representation of dominance, that child would still come out with that melanin dominant gene.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you actually observing 100% there. You with me? There will be melanin dominant gene. And I'm hoping I'm not misrepresenting that because, again, you can go and check what I'm saying. Research genotypical squares, genotype squares,
Right.
right? But the point is, those squares are used to determine what percentage of dominance or recessiveness is going to be present in the new child that's coming through. You understand that?
Right.
So, based on what he's saying, if there is no DNA, if there are no alleles, if there are no histones, if there are no chromosomes that are to be passed on to this child,
Mm-hmm.
all that would be present would be the recessive gene of the white father. So the child could not come out mixed.
No, so I think that's where y'all kind of lose each other. He's not saying that there's no DNA. He's saying there's more than DNA. You know what I'm saying?
He says we don't have
But
DNA.
he's saying there's more.
I don't think you catch what I'm saying. He said
I'm catching what
we
you're
don't
saying.
have, he said we lack DNA.
Okay.
We don't have it.
And I get that, right? But I'm
No.
saying
Okay.
I feel like he's adding on to what you're saying.
But you can't add on to what I'm saying because if you take out DNA, I'm not saying anything. You see what I'm saying? He said we don't have DNA. We have DEA. I heard him say that.
Okay, but wouldn't that isn't the way he's describing it? You know what I'm saying? No matter what it entails, the way he's
He's
describing it, he's
mhm.
adding on to what DNA already is. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He's not taking away. He's not taking away from what it is.
then it's just DNA.
But and then, like I said, a dominant. So you talking about dominant and recessive, right?
Right.
So why is it just DNA when it's black people? You know what I'm saying? But
Huh?
even in your description, what you just drew, it was something
Mm-hmm.
more superior and something more inferior.
That's genes.
Okay, but
That's a part of DNA.
one is more superior than the other. Did you not just describe that?
Or okay, so then you could look at it as superiority. The word dominance in genetics doesn't necessarily mean superiority. It just means that when this type of gene interacts with other genes that are recessive, it will be more present or dominating than that other gene that recedes. To recede is like to fall back. To dominate is to show up more. You see what I'm saying?
I think I see what you're trying to say, but I
I'm
mean, at
I'm
the end of the day,
I'm saying that he's using scientific
mm,
terms to describe
mm,
DNA without saying DNA but he's not even telling y'all what DNA is. He's just saying it. Let's listen a little further though.
Okay. Let me rewind that. You descend from higher realms. Okay, so you land, you come down. No, because you got to get it. You come down here. You came down here into a lower vibration to have this earthly, this material. This is all material experience. Okay, you had to lower your vibration just to get here. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, just to get here. Okay, so that's a cosmic thing. If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now, what's dark matter?
All right. So he just said if you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, you're not a dark matter energy being, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Based on what we looked at earlier with those two words or phrases, do those white people have carbon?
No.
Yes.
No.
All living things are your cells
Only
are
okay.
composed. The
So
dirt is composed of carbon. Did you know that?
of
There's
course,
carbon in the dirt.
of course.
So all living things are composed of carbon. So then
All right, so
he said, if you don't have carbon, listen to what I'm saying. Let's
I'm
go based off what he's saying. He's using scientific terms, correct?
okay.
So let's fact check him.
So that's a cosmic thing. If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now,
All right, let's
So
stop right here.
yeah, go ahead.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, again, whether or not white people have carbon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do white people have carbon in them? We got to do this,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, why you
Well,
doing that?
okay, go ahead.
Let's remind the audience that even what was it in the Bible that we know there's genetic splicing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know there
Mm-hmm.
was genetic splicing and they made the white man to attack God's children. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have such a problem with the darker you are, the more problem the system has with you because it was not created for the success of God's children. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who get mad. Y'all get mad in the comments. I don't care. Either way. White
All right.
that's what that was the purpose of them, right? That's what Zeus apparently according to Rashad's teachings created them to do, right? Now 2025, fast forward, right? They have the choice, right? Because they have a drop of our blood and mixed with whatever animal or whatever other splicing they have in them, right? So they still have, of course, they must have that carbon, right? From
Mm-hmm.
that drop of blood that it took for them to exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If they do have carbon, then it's not as much carbon as the
Okay, so
a,
then
a
you're
dark
saying something
a dark
different than
true
what
person. You know what I'm saying?
you're saying something different than what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that, right?
No, I'm saying the exact same what he said. I'm telling you what he said.
No. Let me tell you why you're not saying what he said. He said
What
they
did he
don't.
say? Okay.
He said they don't have carbon.
Oh, okay. I can say okay, and that's what I was saying, and that's why I'm added as a student here, as a student, right? I'm adding on to both of what y'all are saying and saying, hey, y'all are probably right, but y'all got to remember that one drop of blood it took to even create a human race. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the case may be, I'm only able to deal with what we have right now. And right now, they have carbon in them. So that makes the statement that
How
they don't.
much carbon? Because you said we talking about recession with superior. How much carbon? A
It
drop, as
how
opposed
much
to
carbon? How much carbon is? I think y'all think carbon means carbon compounds that group with hydrogen, nitrogen, the rest of that form melanin. And
mm-hmm,
even still, they have melanin in them too.
mm-hmm,
So carbon is just in all your organic material. So if you're
mm-hmm.
fat, you got more carbon than a skinny person. If you have more bone density present, you have more in your bones than the person that doesn't have as much bone density as you do. All right. I want to show you something.
No. We didn't hear you. It went out.
Okay. It's basically saying carbon, if you're a fat person or a bigger person, not fat, but if you like, I know some people don't like that word, but if you're a bigger person than a smaller person,
Mm-hmm.
you got more carbon. Had nothing to do with your race. Had nothing to do with
You
your gene.
said, hold up. You said
Okay.
if you're a smaller person and bigger person.
If you are a bigger person, you have more carbon than a smaller person does, based on the fact that that which makes you a being is filled with carbon. Your lipids, your fats, your carbon.
The same exact weight person. Say I have a body
Mhm.
double. One of me is white and one of me is the same exact tone that I am right now, right? You can
Mhm.
tell that like my family had white in them too, so it's not like I'm bashing the white dude at all. You can tell in my skin there's some light brightness, you know what I'm saying, genetic
Mhm.
mixing there, right?
Mhm.
So say that right next to me, right, there's my white part and my black self, right? Who has more carbon?
If the only alteration is the pigmentation, then you have more carbon.
Okay, so that's all I'm saying. Y'all saying the same thing. I
No,
don't.
we're not. He's saying they don't have carbon.
Okay,
Why are you letting him off the hook?
okay. My fault. My fault. Me and you are saying it. Me and you are saying
Okay,
the same thing.
we're on the same page
Right.
because we have a purpose to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have listen, if the only deferring degree is you have more melanin dominant or you have more melanin present than they do,
Mm-hmm.
your pigment, then that means you have more carbon because carbon compounds yield with or merge with other elements to form melanin, right? So then there would have to be more present in order for that to take place if that was the only deferring degree. So again, that would mean they still have carbon. Your white twin or your
Mm-hmm.
Caucasoid twin still has carbon.
Mm-hmm. But I would predate my white self. You know what I'm saying?
No, okay, here's what you think you're saying. It wouldn't be that you would predate your white self unless you were, first of all, born before your white self. But if y'all were twins,
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
you don't predate them.
mm-mm.
Y'all would have been there at the same.
I predate them. Now I see what you're trying to do, Faith. Yeah, I predate them. I predate. What color is the? Let me ask you a question. What color is the dirt when you dig deep in the earth? Does it get brighter or does it get darker?
It depends on where you at.
Okay, if I cut down, if you look outside at a tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trees grow brown, right? They grow with plenty of carbon in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They come straight from the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they have. You can tell they natural. They're natural. If I was a normal person, I would assume that was natural to the plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say and assume that something that's dark, the deep, like they say, the blacker the berry, the sweeter juice, the darker the berry, the deeper the roots. You know what I'm saying? So I would most definitely predate because obviously carbon is natural to this plant, is what I'm saying. Having little carbon is not natural. You know what I'm saying? The less carbon is not the more natural. You see what I'm saying? The
And
more
I'm not.
carbon, the more
Notice,
natural.
I'm not saying any of that is wrong, right? All I'm saying is, if he said they don't have carbon, yet where he getting the carbon term from belongs to a scientific community that already logged,
Mm,
not was just in human beings, was found in all living things on the planet. This is a
right.
carbon-based planet, right?
Mm.
Then that is not true. They do have carbon.
Okay, and look, not we're not we're not in a disagreement that
Okay.
they don't have carbon, right? We're just in agreement that carbon is natural, right? We're in agreement. Can we agree with that?
Yes.
So can we agree that carbon is probably dark matter?
No, we have to look further into that. We can look further into that. But as far as it
So you
being
think
dark,
white people? So you think white people came before you?
I didn't say none of that. No.
Oh,
Uh, there were Caucasians who were here before me, though, because I was born 1998.
not you specifically, Faye.
So
Please.
if you're talking about people who possess the melanin
Yeah.
dominant gene, I don't think
I'm
science
talking about
doesn't.
your ancestors. Let me be more specific. Your
I have
ancestors.
I have Caucasian ancestors. I have. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be specific for you,
Yeah.
based on
Be specific.
what they're saying. They'll say it. The Caucasoids who teach science and archaeology and history, all of that, world history. They teach that the original Lucy or the mitochondrial Eve was an African or melanin dominant person.
Okay.
It only makes sense because two Caucasian people have not been able to be found in genetics to be able to come together and somehow merge or yield forth a melanin dominant person.
There you go. Look.
I learned that when I was younger. We've been on the same page. All you have to do is ask. That ain't what we're talking about. We're talking about whether or not they have carbon. So I'm with you on that. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. This is the first point, right? Do white people have carbon? And according to what we found, white people do have carbon. So I'm gonna just put carbon, no white people, right? Carbon, no white people. This is one of his statements. I'm just saying it like that just for the sake of time. Carbon, no white people equals wrong. So we're gonna keep listening, and we're gonna go through the statements, and we're gonna see. Now that's a very heavy science because a lot of people in the spiritual community, conscious community, are going around repeating it, but it's wrong. It's incorrect. All right. So then, anything else? Yeah. If you want to ask me other questions about dark matter, all of that, dark matter is a whole other conversation. It aligns with what is in the observable universe, what isn't in the observable universe, the cosmic microwave background, the Big Bang, and we can talk about all of that. But dark matter it's not about pigment.
Right.
Dark matter is more so about what is not able to be observed by them based on their visible light spectrum and beyond the ultraviolet waves to be able to be detected as easily as the rest of the technology would have been able to detect it. And we can go to all that. Based on them now, again, I'm not the one who made up all the English words and terminology for any of this.
You a Mason? You a Mason? So you're a Mason, Faise. Is that what it is?
It's the way you asking it is like, what does it have to do with what we're dealing with? How about this?
Everything.
I'll answer that.
Everything. Answer the question.
Okay, all right. I'm not a Mason. I can be a Mason because I went to that school. I could be a mathematician because I went to school to learn math. I went to school to learn masonry. So I know about masonry.
We talking about masonry.
I know. I'll tell you this. I know more about masonry than him because he didn't go into the order. He never saw what was behind the doors. I saw what was behind the doors. I became a Rosicrucian also. I saw what was behind those doors. So if you would ask me Masonic questions, I can answer it because I went to school for Masons. And I went to school.
You got some bots in here, man. That shit funny.
Well,
all
right, let's deal with this. This more on point. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not even reading the comments. I'm thinking we getting somewhere.
You keep saying you're not reading the comments. We all here though, so I'm engaging with the people.
Okay, I got you. I hear you. I ain't doing that.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'm locked in on what we're doing. So we just found out this wasn't true. Am I hating to highlight that, or we just highlighting something that we was able to go and search and see? Okay, that don't add up. That ain't true.
No,
all right. All right, let's keep going.
Now, what's dark matter energy? This is the 9 ether. Okay, so
all right. So he said dark. We're gonna stop right there. He said dark matter energy is 9 ether. Correct. All right. I'm gonna let him finish what he's saying real quick, and then I'm gonna show you something.
Let me add something too.
Go ahead.
Like we can have all the carbon, the dark matter energy, melanin, neuromelanin in our skin that we want, y'all. But if we not walking that walk and really working on our energy, like there's so many bots in here. Like y'all would think y'all would be working on y'allself and like kind of like,
you working on yourself, right?
Talking about, but if you ain't
working on yourself,
you ain't focused on healing. My fault. You moving a lot. My fault. I can't hear myself. If you're not focused on healing, y'all, all that stuff don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? No matter how dark you are, if you're not focused on your healing, like I said, even though you might be white, maybe only have a drop of carbon in you. If you're working on yourself, healing yourself, focusing on educating and enlightening yourself, that's what matters. Now we can go ahead. I think you're on mute, Faise.
Oh, thank you. I muted because you said I'm making noise. All right, watch this. So we're gonna listen to what he said. Dark matter is, and we're gonna stop.
Okay.
You had to lower your vibration just to get here. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, just to get here. Okay, so that's a cosmic thing. If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now,
I'm gonna write something down, right? I'm we're gonna also write down neuromelanin. Okay. Now, based on what we went over earlier, Do white people have neuromelanin? Yes or no?
Apparently, yes.
All right, so we're gonna put that down there too. That's 2
That
points.
brief research you did.
All right, cool. And again, that don't mean what I'm saying true. That mean that based on this research and what we have, everybody go check it out, see if it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
It's dark matter energy. This is the 9 ether. Okay, so when we say 9 ether, now we're talking genetics. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Some ain't right. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Melanin and carbon. That means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now, what's dark matter energy? This is the 9 ether. Okay.
Okay, he said dark matter energy is the 9 ether. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna deal with that. Dark matter energy (DME) equals 9 ether.
And that's another thing too, family. Like, not every black person comes from fucking Africa, y'all. Like, a
Okay.
lot of us are really our ancestors' mind, especially our indigenous to America. It's not shit for no damn Africa.
All right. So
Stop believing everything them schools are teaching y'all because they lied.
okay. So what I'm looking up right now is what is dark matter energy. Okay, says dark matter. We don't got to take this for the only source, but we're gonna look at it because it popped up. Dark matter appears to lack a means to lose energy simply because it's not capable of interacting strongly in other ways except through gravity. Dark matter. Dark matter is a mysterious substance that affects and shapes the cosmos. Dark matter makes up most of the mass of galaxies and galaxy clusters. Dark matter is entirely invisible, emitting no light or energy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question. If dark matter emits no energy, what is dark matter energy?
That would be contradicting, right?
Okay, so let's write that down. Let's just deal with the dark matter energy first. Dark matter energy. This is a contradiction. So we're going to make that its own quote. That's going to be its own quotation, and we're just going to put a little X here. All right. Boom. So, but then we'll deal with this. Dark matter energy equals. So let's look a little further, though. Let's see if we got something else. We got something called dark energy. Dark energy term refers to whatever is causing the universe to expand faster over time. But dark matter energy doesn't seem to exist. Dark matter is stuff in space that has gravity. We'll look a little further and then we keep going. Dark matter can bend light. What is dark energy? Dark matter. Dark energy is a hypothetical form of energy. What are dark matter and dark energy? In the currently popular concordance model of the universe, 70% of the cosmos is thought to be dark energy, 25% dark matter, and 5% normal matter. So no, dark energy and dark matter are not the same. Okay? So far, there's no such thing as dark matter energy. Doesn't appear to be. Dark matter can't even yield energy. It's not capable of doing such a thing.
Remember now, you scrolling on Google.
Right?
One of the main corporations owned by,
I understand that. But he's using words that align with that main corporation. You see what I'm saying? He's using their words. This is their.
You got to think.
Go ahead.
He has to reach the people. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're sitting here scrolling and using the words, right?
So if you're reaching the people, why would you misrepresent the words that you're using to reach those people with?
You got to ask Google that too, though. If you're gonna question Rashad and all these other people who's trying to enlighten, you gotta ask Google. You gotta ask these same people who lying.
How you know they're lying? This is their stuff. These are their words.
It's too many. Everybody. Let me say this. Everybody not crazy.
Okay. So, all right. Here's what we have. Then I'll say it like this. I'm gonna level with you. What we have is he didn't come up with these words, and he's not a part of that scientific community that uses these words to test things, using these telescopes, you know what I'm saying, all kind of stuff to look at certain things, running the metrics, all of that. He's not a part of that community to contest them himself to say, no, based on my findings, dark matter does produce energy. He's not a part of that community. He's using words that community uses. So I'll level with you and say, all right, they could be lying. He could be lying. according to the words that he's using that matches up with their words and the definitions are the same, it doesn't match what he's saying. His words don't match the definition of the words he's using.
Can I ask you a question, Faise?
Go ahead.
Because you said you lucid dream, but do you astral project?
Yes.
Okay. So for somebody who like is active in the spirit realm, it's like you rely a lot on a lot of physical digital information.
I don't. I'm just saying that these are his teachings, and it seems that he relies on a lot of it to teach people.
But
And
that's
if he
what you're doing.
does,
You're doing the same thing to prove him wrong, though.
I'm not proving him wrong. I'm saying let's deal with the words he's using and see if they add up.
Using
Not the,
using what source though?
they could add up. Well, we use multiple sources. You know what I'm saying? Like again, we could not use Google. We can go to Yahoo. You want to try Yahoo?
No, I don't. I don't want to try none of that. I want to
Okay.
have a conversation one on like straight up.
So then,
You know what I'm saying?
watch this. Here's where we at. I'm showing you what they're saying. You don't have to believe me. You can go and check it out. Ask professors at universities. You can go to the extent of enrolling in certain programs like astrophysics, quantum physics, things like that, to learn more about it yourself to see if this is what they teach. And if it aligns with what I'm saying, you say, damn, he wasn't just trolling. He wasn't trying to shame nobody. He was saying these people are misrepresenting a science that they're saying is fake, but they're trying to teach it as if they understand it, using the words that they're saying belong to a community that's fake, but those words have definitions and meanings. So they're going to use those words. Like if I say, listen, I'm about to pull up and I got a pack of pencils and I come to you and it's like a loaf of bread. And you're like, yo, family, that's a loaf of bread. I'm like, no, this is a pack of pencils. You're using the right way. No, that's not that. That's a loaf of bread. Is we use it to eat with. We're going to not even use it. We eat that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. If he's saying a word or a phrase, right, we're not even done dealing with it. All I'm saying is let's look into it. Let's see if it checks out. This don't check out. That don't check out. That don't check out. Now we're about to test this. All right. Now what you're going to find is I have another source for this, not Google. However, we're going to go to Google first. All right. So watch this. Non-ether. He said, what is dark matter energy? He said, this is non-ether. All right, let's deal with it. I'm just going to type in non-ether. You got non-ether beings, a lot of YouTube stuff. What does non-ether mean spiritually? You are a complete being. Okay, this is coming from Facebook. Non-ether beings. Jazz Dyson's board, non-ether beings. Non-ether. The heart of Nubian through thought lies the belief that non-ether is the essence that breathes life into galaxies, stars, and all existence. Ether, non-ether. Okay. So far, I'm seeing a lot of non-ether stuff, right? What am I not? What am I not seeing? What do you think I'm not seeing?
On Google? Oh shit!
Yeah.
It could be a lot of stuff.
I'm not seeing Dr. York.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why you
Hold on,
so
hold on,
stuck on
hold on.
Dr. York? Why
Hold
you
on,
so
hold on.
stuck on Dr.
Hold
York?
on. Who taught non-ether? Who brought non-ether to this world? Who taught that? Whose science is that?
I mean, you got to think. Dr. York learned from somebody, right?
He did not learn non-ether from anybody.
Okay, but he had to go within, right? To the source, right?
I don't know where he went, but he didn't learn it from no people here. You want to know why I could tell you that? It didn't
Why
show
you
up
tell me?
until he printed it, until he started talking about it. 1995, when he started talking about the woolly hair and expressing it fully, explaining it all the way and the numbering and all that stuff. Now he says some like the same way they had revelation and divine inspiration, and it came from divine source, all of that. He said that he could have been lying. He could have made that up. However, you don't find it before he says it. You see what I'm explaining
Okay, right,
to you?
right now, right now, you saying it right. So you're saying he's more legit, pretty much, because you never heard of it or you never could find it. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I'm not saying he's more legit. I'm saying if you can tell me where it was before him, then I'll say, okay, that could have been where he got it from. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so now let me ask you, right?
Go ahead.
Because you said you can never find it, right?
Yep.
Which meant this information was esoteric, right?
No.
So where?
It means I didn't. Okay, let's be clear. Me not. If you listen to what I'm saying, you understand. You don't need a gotcha.
Like, you
You
don't even make
understand that I
sense.
get where you're coming from too. If you listen to me, I'm saying if you can show me where non-ether was being taught before Dr. York, then I can say it's okay. It's possible he got that from there.
No, I'm not. Okay,
I'll
so look.
search for it. I don't find it anywhere. I find ether. Ether
Okay,
is talked about. Einstein talked about ether. A lot of people talk about ether, but non-ether and the expression thereof, or the noble gases coming together and all of that. So here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to show you where it came from. So this is the Holy Tablets, written multiple times over. Right? I think I might be holding the 1996 version. You think that's pretty far before Rashad Jamal, right?
of course, but okay, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
All right. So this is where everybody gets non-ether from. Dr. York. And he explains
Where did he get
it.
it from? Okay, look,
Listen,
that's
all
not
right, here's I answered that already. I haven't been able to find where he got it from. So here's what you can do. Go see if you can find somebody before him.
Look.
Meaning we're
We
not
won,
going to
right?
resolve that right now.
We're one people, right?
Huh?
We're one people, right?
I don't know that.
Do you believe in God? You believe in Almighty God, Source God, right?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Is it a problem? I'm a seeker. I don't believe.
Not a problem for me. That's the
Okay,
difference
so
between me and you.
I don't accept it as a problem for me, because to believe is to accept something whether or not you know it's true. I don't believe in God or anything. That's not my approach. My approach is to seek and to find, and that's going to be a lifelong journey.
Okay, so do you have faith? Because when I talk to you, man, I gotta really like say a specific word, right? So
yeah. I think a lot of people learn that.
Do you know that there is a source, Almighty God?
No.
Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, that's the problem right there.
You just asked me
I'm
two
talking
different.
for no reason.
All right, well
I believe in
then
God.
you
Y'all
just
call
all
me
right. So here's
Jesus.
what happened. You judged me.
Hey,
You judged me based on not having a belief.
That's the
So is the
problem.
conversation over?
That's the problem.
Is the conversation over?
Can I say something, Faye?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all with that judgment, that degrading. That's y'all. We don't do that over here with MDLA. You feel me? Over here, we understand. We hear people out for what it is. You
Where
know
you
what I'm
get the
saying?
word
I
overstand
love it.
from?
You feel me?
Where you
I
get the word
love it, right?
overstand? Where did the word overstand come from?
Look, please. My ad is MDLA _medallion. MDLA _ medallion. Right? So it's no. I don't feel. I'm not
You
judging
thinking
at
because
all.
I
Like that's
don't
what you're asking. Am I
believe in a
judging you?
God? I don't want to do this because I feel like I'm talking to like when Christians do that. So I'm saying,
Okay,
if
so
that's the
that's what I'm
deal
saying.
breaker, can we go ahead and end the conversation now? It ain't gonna be comfortable for me if you're saying that's the problem and there's no reason for carry on. Can we end the conversation now if me not believing in God is the deal breaker?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't want to end the conversation just because like it's not even like no hate towards you, right? It's the fact of now we know. You know what I'm saying? Now we know.
That now you found out. Everybody understands it already who've been walking the thing.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't have that understanding. See, that's the
I
difference
wasn't taught to believe. Do you see? When listen, didn't I come on here and press play on one of Rashad's teachings and say, let's go through it and see if he teaching things that align with the words he using?
Oh yeah, but now I see why you're degrading these people. They are faith. They believe in God. They know God. You know what I'm saying? They have a relationship with the Most High God. You have a relationship with Dr. York.
That sounds religious.
So you're not religious about Dr. York. You don't be up here talking York.
Listen, I'm not religious about anybody.
Nah, you're religious about Dr.
How
York.
am I religious about Dr. York? Dr. York is a
Because
man.
you religiously
I saw Dr. York in person. That's not a religion.
Look, we're not about to. Hey, I
Did
know
you
you got
see?
a lot
Did
of.
you?
I know you got a lot of support
This
on
is what I'm
here.
saying. I don't want to talk about my belief because, quite frankly, it's uncomfortable to talk to people about belief who think that belief means no.
Wasn't you talking about? Wasn't you talking to Kodak Black about God?
Yeah, I talked to Kodak Black about God because it's a universal language that I know people understand.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
But That's what I'm saying. Now, let me ask you one more time, right? Do you know that Almighty God is within you?
No. I'm
Okay. So
seeking that.
all these comments about saying we know. Okay, I had to address
You
your audience with that one.
talking to me.
I'm
You
talking
didn't
to
ask
the room. I'm talking
him.
to the class. I'm
You're
talking to
dealing
the
with an
class.
ego deficiency. Like your ego not being fueled right now.
Look, I do this often. I go viral all the time. It's
So then
not
why are you more focused on what people in the comments think?
We in the room. I'm gonna talk to the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So
not like just gonna ignore.
listen, your energy toward them. This can't be for me because I thought we were getting somewhere by dealing with things point by point, regardless of what my belief is or what your belief is. I respect your belief in the Most High. I respect anybody's belief in the Most High. I'm a seeker. I'm not saying I believe anything because I don't believe anything. I could be wrong about anything I ever thought was even valid. And I'm grateful for that reality. That's why I just keep seeking. And right now we're seeking. And we're going through Rashad Jamal's lecture or teaching or whatever. And we're breaking down each point and we're seeing how many points can we say is either valid or invalid. Now, when something sticks out to me, do I say, no, that's just wrong and write it down and say that's wrong? Or do I say, let's look
No,
into it? And
no. That's the thing. Of course we're gonna look into it. Y'all, I go viral all the time. Of course we're gonna look into it, right? But let's look into it with the open. It's like saying an ant gonna look into my house, right? An ant's not gonna look at my house at the same perspective I'm gonna look at my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see my house from the grand perspective of my house. An ant is gonna see little piece by piece, little bit of this, a crumb here, a crumb there, and trying to piece shit together. You feel me? Somebody who is standing here as a conscious, aware being, they're gonna look at everything
and that's what I'm
as
doing.
a whole. You feel
That's
me?
what I'm
And
doing. And I
that's why
think
I
that,
said, that's why I asked you, do you believe that we are one? Because you're trying to
and what was
like,
my response?
you said, no, you don't believe we're one.
I said, first question was, are we one? You said, are we one people? And I said, I don't know.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So there you go. You don't know, right? You don't know, and that's okay that you don't know. It's some things I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
Okay. It's no problem. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you're trying to convince me of your way of thinking, and I'm
I'm
just
not.
expressing my way of
I'm
thinking.
not trying to convince you of anything. Can we get on? Can we move on? I have no personal vendetta against you or anybody that's living in this earth plane.
I don't Faise.
I don't.
All right. Look.
I have no personal vendetta. I don't want to convince you of anything. I could be 100% wrong. I'm telling you, go look into what I'm saying. I'm saying take notes of things, write things down, go to school and to ask these professors what they're teaching. Go into the library, get a dictionary to look up these definitions. So that ain't just Google. Let's look into the book. The Holy Tablets came out way before this internet stuff. I'm walking. That's why I say I care, and I could. This might be my problem. I care, and y'all are trying to figure me out.
Care about what, Faise?
I
What?
already answered that, which lets me know you don't care about what I'm saying.
Faise, why are you getting mad at me, bro?
You think I'm mad?
Yes, you getting a little tight.
Okay, so the answer is I'm not upset. I already answered what I cared about. What did I say?
I don't even know what it is. You said you don't believe in God, so I kind of
So,
like, I'm just stuck
so
on that.
then you're religious. So then that's
No.
why I say
Okay. Look, Paul. Can we get an understanding about this, right? When I'm mentioning God, right? I'm talking about the source. I'm talking about the spark. I'm talking about the light that's keeping us active
I
on
know
this.
what you think you're talking about.
Can I finish? Can I finish what I'm saying?
Why are we going to keep going if your religion is
I'm
being
not religious,
tested?
bro.
Then
What
why are
religion?
you
What
saying?
religion
Why
am
are
I?
you asking me,
What
do I
religion?
believe in God? And I say no, and now it's like you saying you stuck on that, and I'm saying let's move forward, but you like I ain't even hearing nothing you saying, cause I'm still stuck on the God part. I feel like I'm talking to a Christian when I was like 8.
A Christian? Okay, first of all, I'm far from a Christian, right?
Then why you say about why you just said the same thing they say?
So let me ask you a question. So do you think that spiritual people just don't like believe in God? Like what do you think about, like, you know what I'm saying?
I think spiritual
People who are
people.
conscious, like, you think people who are conscious and have a mind of their own and don't follow a man written book,
Which one
that don't have
you
a
want me to answer?
relationship with God?
Which question you want me to answer? You throwing a lot of them. Which one do you want me to answer?
Answer the question I just asked.
Which one? You asked
Do
like
you
4
do
just
you
just
do
then.
you as Faise One
Okay.
feel that spiritual and conscious community, or quote unquote conspiracists, don't have a relationship with God?
Okay. That's a different question than all the 4 ones you just asked before that. So I'm gonna answer to the best of my ability.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether or not they have a relationship with God because I don't know who God is or if there is somebody called God.
Hey, so you don't even have like the credential to be going to get somebody who have who
A
knows
belief
God,
in
who
God.
knows God, who has a
There's a
relationship with God.
difference between, again, there's a difference between knowing and believing. You didn't ask me whether or not I know
I did.
God,
I did a
or
couple times. Somebody's screen recording by now. I asked you a couple times.
you asked me, did I know God?
I asked you a couple times.
Did I know
I gave you
God?
a couple chances to say, "Hey, do you know that Almighty God is
That's
within
a
you?" And you said
different
no.
question. That's a different question. And what was my answer?
I'm about to hop off this internet,
I
this
asked you, I
Beyonce
already know.
internet.
Listen, the
First,
moment that you're, listen, thank you. Because the moment that you asked me, did I believe in God? And I told you the truth, I said, no. When people hear that, it stems back to their childhood upbringing of Christianity. There's an off-putting stigma of somebody not believing in God. People feel that to be negative because they don't understand that when you believe in something, you're just accepting it to be true. Even in the biblical scripture, it told people you will know the truth. The truth will make you free.
that's why I
All right,
rephrased it. As
I
soon
don't
as you
know the
said
truth.
that, as
I don't
soon as
know
you
the,
said that, I
listen.
rephrased my thinking. I rephrased my word, and I said,
All right, so then
"Do
we should
you
have been able to
know?"
move on 7 minutes ago, but we're not able to because, like you said, you're still stuck on that. So what are you
Phase,
gonna do?
I got you, Phase. I
What are we
got you.
gonna do?
It's over, Phase. It's over.
All right, thank you. So we'll finish the last piece. I got that same feeling I used to get when I was in school. Like, as soon as you say, yo, they ask you, do you believe in God? I'm like, no, I don't believe in God. Everybody in the class turns on you. I remember 7th grade, being in the school, the Cal Elementary School of the Arts. Everybody was good. Everybody was cool with me until somebody got to talking about God, and somebody had to ask me, did I believe in God? I said, no, I don't. I don't believe in God. Listen, so you worship the devil? And I had to try to explain to these simple people that in order for me to worship the devil, I got to believe in the devil. I don't believe in the devil. So you're an atheist? Then I had to explain to these simple people, in order for me to be an atheist, I have to be against theos, and I don't believe in theos to be against theos. So then what are you? Then I have to explain to these people, I wasn't brought up on belief. I wasn't brought up in the matrix you were brought up in. We were taught to be seekers. So I just seek. I'm seeking now. Listen, I could have pressed play on this and he could have completely shut down anything I was talking about. Y'all understand that, right? I could have pressed play on this and he could have talked like literally straight through this round and shut down anything I was saying. But it just so happens to be that when I went to that random point, he went to talking about what I was talking about earlier, how he didn't know what he was talking about. So then she was able to say, okay, that doesn't, okay, that doesn't check out. Okay, that doesn't check out. We're able to say that. Then you asked me about, do I believe in God? You're right. That is the problem. That is the problem. That is the problem. You're right. You're right. That's the problem. That we can get this far, which is super far, by the way, for a Jamalite. We can get this far, and then you go right back to Christianity and ask me about my belief in God. And you're convinced that that's not a Christian question. The spell is so deep. It's so deep when they don't see that I told them come up and talk to me. I didn't block, kick them from the live, block them and say you full of shit. You know, da da da. I said, yo, come on, let's talk. We talked. We dealt with it. All I got told was I'm deflecting, I'm bashing, da 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 da. When all in actuality, what I'm doing is written down. This is what I'm doing. Dark matter energy. What the fuck is that? We looked it up. No. Neuromelatonin, no white people. Wrong. Carbon, no white people. Wrong. Dark matter energy equals non-ether. Not according to the one who taught what non-ether is, that y'all got it from. Is way deeper than some dark matter energy expression. So y'all get to see in real time what I'm talking about. Everything was good until we got to, do you believe in God? Why do you think you're gonna stick around? You think you're gonna stick around? You got offended that I don't believe in God. You said that's the problem. You ended the conversation, but you think the resolve is for you to stick around? No, I don't believe in God. That's the problem. So you shouldn't stick around. You should block me. Save your soul. Be a part of whatever the spiritual community is that has some type of relationship with God. I don't understand. This is what I mean. So, should we keep going? Should I? Should I even keep going? Is the point already made within the experience itself? Is the point made? The statement of the kingdom of God being within or God being within, that comes from the Bible. The belief of God thing, that comes from the Bible and Christian religion. A lot of what these people are talking about out here is in a Christian religion, yet they bash in the Christian religion. And then I say, well, how you gonna help people wake up that are part of the Christian religion and you're not patient enough to understand their religion, to be able to communicate their religion? That's why I get on the live and say, go, that God has a plan for you, because I understand what it means in that reality to someone who knows that there's something called God and it has a frequency that's already aligned with it. Now, if you ask me to take that same statement and flip it through the religions, I could do that. Then take religion out of it, I could do that. How many people can do that, though? We can reach anybody until that spell activate. But when that spell activate, you can't reach them no more. And they activated us then. They want to be conscious, but still have a religious belief system. Exactly. Why was not? Why was my belief or my lack of belief not respected? What is that? I respect your belief. Why don't you respect that I don't believe? That sounds familiar. That sounds like what Christians do. That sounds like what Muslims do. That sounds what a lot of people that are part of religions do to people. But y'all are the spiritual ones. Y'all the conscious ones. Y'all the what ones? No, y'all are still a part of the religious mindset. This is why I say right knowledge. This is right knowledge, by the way. What y'all see me do when I get on here and talk to people, that is new apple. They get mad at me. Why are you asking all these questions? You can't ask all the questions. Why? I can't wait for somebody to ask me questions. I can't wait for you to challenge me on what I'm saying. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's inapplicable, it's inapplicable. Doesn't apply, doesn't apply. If I'm right, I'm right. What's the real problem? Belief is the problem. So you get to belief, it's over with. So let's see what else we get here. And then we're going to switch gears.
Okay, so we say non-ether. Now we're talking genetics. Okay.
He said, we say non-ether, now we're talking genetics. In order for you to talk genetics, guess what you got to talk? DNA. But the name of this is, what is DNA?
So this is what makes us non-ether beings. All this stardust, all this neuromelanin, all this carbon. That's
You see what I'm saying? I know some of y'all be like, how you got all this patience, bro? I've been doing this for a long ass time now. This nigga rubbed on their body to all this neuromelanin. He should have touched his head. He should have touched his head. Neuromelanin in his brain. Then they rub his chest. Oh, this neuromelanin. Oh, what neuromelanin? That's you melanin. You talking about that? You mean that? You talking about that one? One more time. Let's watch it in real time. Okay, let's see if he rub his body instead of his head.
all this stardust, all this neuromelanin. All
What? What? Now, if I was saying neuromelanin, my shit would have went right here. I would have touched my head. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, this neuromelanin. Oh, this neuromelanin. Then it's like, y'all not paying attention to the right shit. I'm paying attention to the right shit. I know he don't know what he's talking about because he's looking for what he's talking about. He's trying to express more than what he's saying. That's why when he say 9, he got to hold up the 9 like that's the point. He got to hold it up like that's a part of the teaching. Like this is what the dynamic message is. The number 9 that belongs to a word I don't understand. Let's watch again.
So,
look, what am I talking about? So, let me point. I'm thinking, I'm in deep thought, but I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's a cosmic thing.
It's a cosmic thing, meaning that's a thing because every fucking thing is a cosmic thing. But they're using cosmic to be esoteric, right? Let's watch.
If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now,
if you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Okay. Well, then everybody's a dark matter energy being. Class over. Because everybody got neuromelanin and carbon. Class is over. But no, class ain't over. This shit has just begun. 3 hours of this. And you think, listen, do y'all really think it was me saying, nah, I don't believe in God, I'm still seeking, that made them get off? Or was it ding, ding? Oh, he's on the ropes. Ding, 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 ding. And the first round. 1, 2, 3. He might get up. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why I'm counting up. Don't they count down? Either way. Either way. 10. Knockout. In the first round. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got off. That's the problem. No, that problem, that lump on your head. That a problem. What are you talking about? Hey, y'all don't remember the little cartoon shit? Y'all don't remember the little cartoon shit? Shit, they go to fist. They go to little foot. Y'all don't remember the right shit. I remember the right shit, boy. It was always Saturn for some reason. Saturn. What the fuck Saturn got to do with it? Ding 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 ding. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. You don't believe in God. They go to the problem right there. Your ass don't believe in God. I'm gonna leave. You're already out. You already out, twin. You already out, twin. They go to the problem right there. They go to the problem. Hey, can you imagine, boy? You see two niggas get the hand. Boom. Mom, come here. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga laid up. His ass open the eye to us to see that go your problem. Oh shit. There go your motherfucking problem right there. See see what you not gonna do. Oh shit. Alright then, twin. So you see, he wish he had a purpose bigger as Rashad Jamal to stand on. He just on a bunch of corny jokes. Then why are you here? Why y'all be liking corny shit? If I'm corny, why the fuck you stick around? I don't stick around corny shit, damn. I be got clown, clout chase, all this shit. Then why the fuck you stick around? Obviously, you don't have a psychic self-defense set up strong enough to vet yourself out of that corny shit, that clout shit, that all that. You seem to be susceptible, very much so. So then you need to withdraw yourself. What the hell? I ain't gonna stick around no corny buck ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I'm that corny, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? All that, and yeah. Oh, you're a Freemason. Then get away from my Freemason jargon. Everybody keep exposing. Y'all seem so drawn to me, but I'm all this negative stuff. Are you drawn to negativity? If I'm all the negative things y'all are saying, right? If Satan is my master, all of that, are you drawn to satanic people? Can you not control that? It's like that. Do you have like a lust or a thirst for drama and negativity and all this other stuff that you say I'm perpetuating? Seems to me like you. So then just be quiet, or do like everybody else and enjoy the lesson, enjoy the degrees being given, enjoy the greatening, enjoy the uprising. You know what I mean? Other than trying to expose yourself by saying, I don't think I'm supposed to be here because it's negativity. So let me sit here a little longer and comment to let everybody know how weak I am mentally. I can't walk away. You know what I mean? But yeah. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one up out of there. So let's keep it going. So right now, boy, no, like what? All right, so we're gonna keep looking. Cause it's 3 hours of this shit, boy.
And what's dark matter energy? This is the nine ether. Okay, so when we say nine ether, now we're talking genetics. Okay, so this
He done went from, boy, his dad done went from uh dark matter energy, non-ether, to genetics, from neuromelanin and carbon. He just jumping through subjects. He not teaching the subjects. He just jumping through them bitches. I'm over here. I'm dead. I'm alive. That's all I hear. Like, okay, go ahead. Let's see if y'all hear the same thing. Maybe I don't hear that.
this is what makes us nine ether beings.
Right?
All this stardust, all this neuromelanin,
All this stardust, all this neuromelanin, right? That's the lesson.
all this carbon that's descended from the astral plane.
All this carbon that descended from the astral plane by itself. None of the other shit, by the way. Fuck hydrogen. Fuck nitrogen. Just what the fuck is you doing, carbon? I'm out of here. I want to go look at NASA. I want to be a part of the lower realms. Carbon was in the astral plane and descended into the carbon is astral, going earth. Huh? All right, let's keep going.
This is energy. So this is
just energy. Okay. Now, I don't know, boy. I don't know, boy. So neuromelanin, carbon, to dark matter energy, to non-ether, to stardust, to neuromelanin, to carbon coming from the astrals, to this is just energy. This is just the capacity to do work. That's what energy is, scientifically speaking. This is just this is just energy. All right.
it's a powerful thing, Negro.
Oh, so it's a powerful thing on his arm. Back to the 1950s and 60s, because then it becomes Negro. All right, let's keep going.
This is powerful. Why do you think when they used to kill certain versions of us, like shooting that Turner, they would skin, they would fillet us. They would fillet us. Keep your body parts, keep your genitals, keep your heart, keep this, keep the ether.
Keep the ether.
Okay? This is a very powerful thing. This is a weapon. You're a weapon. You're a whole weapon. Okay, but why don't human beings have that? Why is it that when black people and Latino people get in the sun, we charge up? That's genetics. Okay? So these genetics is DEA.
So these genetics is DEA. All right, maybe he finished explaining.
DEA. When you go past neuromelanin and you talk about dark matter energy was formed in nine ethers. So when you're dealing with the nine, these are
If I were to test y'all on what the fuck he talking about, who think they'll pass? He went back to dark matter energy, to these are the non-ethers. This is just energy. You're a fucking weapon. They used to fillet us and take our body parts and keep our ethers. So this is dark matter energy. This is what DEA is. This is the ethers. And and what the fuck does any of this mean, y'all? Let's keep going.
These are the most powerful beings in the cosmos. Any beings that's in the nine ethers or the ninth universe, right? These are the most powerful beings throughout the entire multiverse. Like that's a fact, right? Because of the how powerful the celestial rays are around that had to gather together to create this dark matter energy.
These are the most powerful beings in the universe that come from the ninth universe out of the multiverse because of the celestial rays that had to gather together to form the dark matter energy. Light came together to form darkness, by the way. That's what he just told you. Not only light, celestial light, which would have been stars or nebula or whatever other phenomenon yields light, that came together to form dark matter energy. Not dark matter itself, dark matter energy in the ninth universe out of the multiverse.
Okay? Remember, this dark matter energy is a combination of divine feminine energy mixed with divine masculine energy in its essence. That's what dark matter energy is. Okay? I'll repeat that. Remember, dark matter energy is divine feminine energy combined with divine masculine energy.
Is that what he said earlier? Is that what he said earlier? Earlier, did he say dark matter energy is divine masculine energy merged with divine feminine energy? Or did he say that dark matter energy was non-ether? Did he say that dark matter energy was non-ether earlier? Didn't I write that down when he said it? So now, let's see how many definitions we get of dark matter energy. We get dark matter energy in this definition before we get GTA 6, don't we? So we get dark matter energy equals divine, masculine, and divine feminine energy combined. So that's our second definition of divine dark matter energy. All right, let's see.
At its presence, right? At its full, see, that's dark matter energy.
Right.
Now, we are full of that.
We full of that.
So we are so radiant. We are radiant beings that the sun actually.
We're dark matter energy filled, so much so that we're radiant. But dark matter doesn't produce light. Okay. I gotta show people. Cause they be like, oh, you hate him. You're just a fucking hater. You just like, you want to be him and stuff. All right. So does dark matter produce light? Let's see. Maybe I could be wrong, right? Because I could be wrong. Does dark matter produce light? Hell no. That's what they say. Hell no. Dark matter don't produce light. The fuck is you talking about? Where the hell did your country bunking ass get that from? Have you been listening to Rashad Jamal again? Scientists say he don't know what the fuck he talking about. And science is right. I just read to you what Google say and AI overview say. It basically like, hell no. dark matter do not produce light. Where the hell did your country bucket ass get that from? Have you been listening to Rashad Jamal again? Scientists say Rashad Jamal don't know what the hell he be talking about, and scientists apparently is right. That what that shit say. I wouldn't tell you no lie. What the fuck I'm a lie about? It's right here in front of you. I just read to see. No, dark matter does not produce light. So how the fuck are we composed of so much dark matter that we emit light? Okay. So you're like, well, you never said emit light. You're right. You're right. You're right. And you're probably a Jamalite. That's why you're right. So let's look at what radiant means. Because you got to define words when people use them. Radiant means sending out light. The fuck is you asking me this stupid ass shit for? Have you been entertained in the comments again with your country bunking ass? I didn't see that in the comments. I just was assuming that somebody said that. So don't be asking stupid shit. Anyway, send it out light, shining or glowing brightly. We thought that was obvious. The fuck? Matter of fact, since you want to be simple and shit, I'll show you some other words that your dumb ass can go and look up since you want to ask me stupid shit on my break. Shining, bright, illuminated, lit, all that extra shit. The fuck? Oh, by the way, opposite, dark. So if there's anybody talking about that they're composed of dark matter energy and shit, nigga, duh, you should be able to see that they don't know what the fuck they talking about. That's opposite of what the fuck we mean when they say the word radiant.
Empowers us. The sun should kill us too. The sun is an actual solar weapon. We shouldn't even be able to take that sun, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of beings. It's a lot of beings, y'all. It's a lot of beings. It's a whole lot of beings on different planets that cannot take the sun at all. The Pleiadians can't take the sun. There are entire different, and the Pleiadian race is an advanced extraterrestrial race that look just like human beings, and they can't take the sun. The reptilians, powerful as fuck, and they can't take the sun. That's why they got to shapeshift into human beings. And then they still spend most of their time living in caves and underground. The reptilian race, they can't take the sun. See what I'm saying? The insectoids, that's an extraterrestrial race. They're like tall ass praying mantis. The insectoids, it's an actual extraterrestrial race. They can't take the sun either. You feel me? The Greys, the Zeta Greys, which when you think of alien, you think of a Zeta Grey because they always showed us Zeta Greys, right? They had us thinking the Zeta Greys were only aliens, right? They never went into the different species and all of that, right? Because they didn't want us to know anything about the cosmos, right? That emoji right there that just got posted of an alien. Those that had a Zeta Greys look. Those are the Zeta Greys. The Zeta Greys, they one of the most intelligent species throughout the whole multiverse. And they ass can't even take the sun. That's why they got on the gray jumpsuit. When you see the alien, the gray face with the black eyes, that's an actual space suit. They don't look like that. They have regular eyes like us under those lids. Those black lids that open up, they have regular eyes under there. Those are glasses. In their skin, you think that's their skin, that's a suit. They can come out of that. They look completely different. No different than when they showed you an astronaut in that big goofy ass suit with that big ass fish bowl. He ain't went to no moon, but they got us thinking that, right? So they got him in this big ass suit, fish bowl helping on. He moving like he really in water, but they got you thinking he floating and shit like one small step for a man. They underwater like a motherfucker. Like y'all in the whole swimming pool in Hollywood and Cali when they shot that shit. One small step for man, he floating. You think, right? Same thing. Like they can take our atmosphere. So that's the actual suit that they be having on. But you think that's how they look. That's a suit. It's a space suit. You know what I'm saying? No lie, right? And they can't take the sun. You know what I'm saying? Don't think this sun is something that everybody can take in this multiverse. I'm just using them as an example. It's many more. It's many more beings that cannot take the sun. We literally channel the frequency of the sun. We give life to the sun. Like you have to understand the sun is an actual weapon. It's an actual weapon. That's why they can't let it shine 24 motherfucking 7. That's the whole reason that they created clouds. Let's not forget why the clouds were created. The clouds.
They created clouds. Let's not forget the whole reason that the clouds were created. So let's not forget. So let's put our water cycle, man-made, Water cycle, man-made. So the vegetation on the planet don't need water and stuff like that. There's no such thing as a rainforest where certain plants and vegetation need more rain and certain animals live in more wet environments. Rainwater wasn't collected by the ancient Egyptians. Those people don't talk about rainwater being collected and used, and rain was never a thing until they created it. Because you can't let's not forget why they created the clouds, right? We got to listen to them, see what he talk about. We got to learn. So let's remember why they created the clouds. Uh, uh. So when you put water on the stove, right, and you turn that bitch up, be like, all right, watch this, and you turn it up, correct? Do that water like rise up and shit, and when it rise up like water vapor, do do it sometimes like gather on certain things, and it's like turns like water and stuff. And then you look, I say, it look foggy in here. Oh, it looks foggy. Do you mean to say it looks cloudy in here? All right. So that can happen in a controlled environment, correct? Without you needing to create it and all this stuff. Water cycle. Clouds are condensation. The same sun that he's talking about, that's the powerful weapon, evaporates the damn water that becomes the clouds. And then it rains. Don't don't the so-called ancestors used to dance their ass outside, rain dances? Okay. When they was dancing their ass outside, did they look up and say, not you clouds, we talking about the outside of the earth rain? Or when they seen clouds, was they like, nigga, it worked. It's working, E.T. And start dancing harder. Did they see the clouds like, and go inside with their stupid country bucket ass? Or did they see them clouds and be like, yeah, nigga, told y'all? Didn't they say told y'all? Or they seen the clouds? So this man just gave the creation of clouds over to white folks. He just said, can't forget why they created clouds. I want to forget it. I want to forget why they created clouds now. I wasn't thinking about it until you said it. Now I want to forget it. Till you said that silly Billy shit, I was like, clouds is regular. That belongs to the water cycle. I could do that in my house. I do the water cycle in my house when I take a shower. I can see the water cycle. I literally see it. Oh, there goes the water cycle. Huh. Do these water drops just magically appear on your wall? They just get up out of the fucking pan and pop over there? Or do they condensate and precipitate their ass down the wall? Like, the water cycle. I don't understand this stupid shit. Then folks be getting mad at me when they're like, I don't believe. There go the problem. That ain't the damn problem. Here go the problem. Water cycle man-made. I don't gotta check that stupid shit out. I walk outside and check that out.
Clouds were created to literally block out the sun.
Clouds were created to block out the sun, nigga. You wanna know what's so crazy? That's why it rain at night. Nigga, I just figured it out, nigga. This nigga is on to some shit. This shit crazy, nigga. I I just figured some shit out, nigga. Y'all ain't listening. You just dropping frequency, nigga. You ain't listening, nigga. This is why the motherfucking clouds be gathering at nighttime and shit. Cause that's to block out the moon, nigga. The moon, nigga, which is the baby's son. The baby's son, not the daughter, but it is the daughter. Duality, nigga. Duality, nigga. And because of that duality, right, you gotta have 2 plus 2, which is 4, add a 5, that's back to the non-ether dark matter energy, nigga. And that's what rains. Y'all think y'all thought that was water? No. That's the water going through a purification process, right? And then it leaves the earth and come back, and then it rains. So the clouds block out the sun. And when they do that at night, because the sun be out at night, that's to make sure that the sun in the morning don't have a head start. It's to cut off the early bird catch the worm stuff with the sun, nigga. And that's all a part of their plan. To stop you from downloading the etheric energy of the fucking sun when it's nighttime. Because they invented nighttime. Nighttime ain't real. Nigga, you think that's night out there? Nigga, you think that's night? Do you think that's night, nigga? That ain't no damn night. That's real time dark light, nigga. That is dark light. That's why they call it daylight, because that don't belong to us. They flipped it on us. That's daylight. Our light is the dark light. We're nocturnal, meaning we not gonna turn like Nat Turner. Nat Turner, nocturnal. Show y'all how easy it is just to say shit. And some of y'all like, Some of y'all forgot I was on his ass. Nocturnal, Nat Turner, Nat Knock, Nick Nat, Fatty Wet. Give a dog a bone. Oh, give a dog a bone. Shit. Somebody give a dog a bone. Somebody give a dog a bone. Somebody give a dog a bone. This ain't water, nigga. This is etheric spit from the gods that you don't believe in. That's the problem. That was the problem right there. Dare I?
The reason. The clouds of the critic just rolled by. There wasn't no clouds here originally. We never had a cloud in the sky. We never had a cloud in the sky before these beings landed on our planet and invaded us. We ain't had no motherfucking clouds, y'all. We ain't had no clouds. It was 2 big ass suns in the sky, shining 24/7. There was no nighttime, none of that here. You feel me? The whole purpose of clouds is to block out the sun, to stop your cosmic connection, all these divine 93 beings, told you connection to the sun as much as possible. All right? So we have to ask ourselves. So why is it that black people have this cosmic connection to the sun and the planet? But if I'm a human being and I go sit in the sun, it starts to kill me. It starts to cook my skin. It starts to eat at me. I literally need to put suntan lotion on. I need an ointment to be able to absorb because I can't absorb those cosmic rays, right? But why though? See, why can't you absorb those cosmic rays? The animals can, the plants can, right? So if I'm a human being, I'm asking myself, why?
Okay. Gotcha. Right, yeah.
Black people can't be human beings.
Right.
We can't be the same. Even if I'm a human being, I'm thinking like there's no way Okay, let's look at little shit. We have to use little things, y'all, that happens in everyday society. Okay, so let's talk about life.
Let's do that.
Human beings get life like it ain't nothing. But gods and goddesses, or Anunnaki gods and goddesses, the Anunnaki, the descendants of the Anunnaki, right? If you want to call it that, or the Anunnaki, because this is really what we are. The Anunnaki, right? The other children of the Anunnaki, however you want to call it, right? They don't experience that. And it's all based around because human beings have DNA. Okay? So, human beings, you have DNA. Okay? DNA. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's look at it. You have DNA. Let me show you what DNA looks like.
Oh.
This is DNA. Okay, human beings, you have DNA. So you see this?
Yeah.
DNA.
Okay.
This is DNA. All right?
Yep.
Now, this is called a double helix.
A double helix, for sure.
This is called a double helix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You have two helixes. One,
two.
A double helix.
Yep.
Now,
right,
because you have DNA,
okay,
all right, you only have one series. And if you are mixed, it's between 1 to 3 series of this so-called DNA. Okay? These double helixes are actually cells.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So,
okay,
as a human being, you only have one series of this, or 3. So that means that you have one of these or 3 of these. So imagine 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. If you are a 6 ether being, which means human being, all right, you have DNA. Now, because you have DNA, this is the true reason why you can't channel the frequency of the sun. Okay? Because you have DNA. All right? You have DNA. So that's one of these. You only have one of these.
okay, okay.
You have one.
I'm following you.
Now, what they don't tell people, okay, about this genetically, all right, genetically,
okay,
is
you got this.
This link right here. This is a hydrogen link.
Okay.
Now, human beings, you were replicated from us. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna finish talking about it. But human beings, you were replicated from us. Okay. So by you being replicated from us, you have a lot of the same things we have. Like, okay, 2 eyes, for example, a nose, a mouth, 2 hands with 5 fingers, chest or breast, penis, 2 legs, 2 feet. Right. That's the God physique. Arm, leg, arm, head. Okay. That's God in manifestation. Okay. This is why the Muslims, because originally, because they infiltrated Islam. Islam was an esoteric teaching. Islam itself stands for I, self, Lord, and Master. But the oppressors infiltrated all forms of information, and they didn't flip Islam back a whole different way. Okay? So,
you got this. You got it.
You only have, because the body, arm, leg, arm, head, which is Allah. Because man, or the black/Latino man and woman, is God in manifestation. Without the physical body, it's black matter, dark matter energy.
Okay.
Still creative and doing what we do in the cosmos and the astral energy. But when we descend into this physical state, we are still that same God, but in manifestation. So this is what Allah esoterically, anciently meant. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the body of what? This was.
Only thing about it is Allah, arm, leg, arm, and head is an English interpretation. Those are not English letters. So you have to deal with what would have been the Arabic letters if you were dealing with the ancient meaning of the word. Arm, leg, arm, head is new. It is not ancient. That is a lie. That's a lie. You have to go alif, lam, alif. You have to go all the way back to the Arabic letters. And then tell me if leg in Arabic is leg, if arm in Arabic is arm, if head in Arabic is head. You see how they just repeat what people say and they don't know what they're talking about. That's not ancient. It couldn't have been ancient because you're speaking English, and Islam is not an English foundational religion. It's an Arabic foundational religion. You see what I'm saying?
Zeke. And Allah is considered who in Islam? God, right? Allah is the name of God. Okay. So, human beings, you were made in our image by Satan, Yaqub, Prometheus, Jacob in the Bible. That's why all of these characters I'm naming, they got that same story of tampering with some form of genetics to create a new species. Go read about it. Go read about Jacob in the Bible.
Tell us about Jacob in the Bible.
Which is just Yaqub, but with a J in front. And how he separated the sheep, he separated the flocks. They're talking about the genetics. That's what Zeus did. He separated the genetics. That's what Yaqub did. He separated the brown gene from the black gene to create a whole new species. That's what Prometheus did. In the beginning, Prometheus created who? Mankind. They tell you about Prometheus' story. Because human beings, you are mankind. You are a kind of man made in the likeness of the gods. That's why in the Bible, your Bible, which is the beginning of your creation story as a human being, it clearly says, then we said, let us make man in our image. That's what Zeus said. Let us. Who the fuck is us?
Zeus said that.
That means plural. That's plural. More than one. Right? We never called that in religion. But it was said in the Bible, in Genesis. Let us make man in our image. The us was Zeus with the other fallen gods in the lab creating the human beings.
Okay.
And us in our image. You were made in our image.
But then where's Zeus?
This is where you get all your shit from. Your arm, leg, arm, head. See?
That's where it's at. That's where.
But he was only Zeus only able to give you the physical aspect of us. A lot of the genetic inner workings he couldn't replicate that. And that's the only difference between a human being and a god. We both look alike. You see? So we can walk amongst each other and they lied about history, so we think we all one human race. Because we look alike. But internally, we have two completely different inner workings, two completely different genetics, with completely different species. We not from here neither.
Which is why we're able to reproduce with them.
Human beings, you're not from here, but you were created somewhere else, and it's okay. And then you came here. But us, these so-called, that's been labeled blacks and Latinos, we not from here neither. And the difference is we created.
But the creation that you're talking about in the Bible took place on earth. The creation of these men beings who were made in the image of whoever that Zeus was fucking around with, making that shit took place on earth, nigga. So how was they created elsewhere and brought here in the same breath?
Here, there, the entire multiverse. This is why your species, because if you're a human being in your head, I mean, you vibrate high. I'm talking about your species, the hierarchy human beings, the low vibration, not the racist human beings, not the good ones. This is why your people attack us and continue to attack us to this day, all behind these genetics. You means you have DNA, okay? And you only have one series of this, okay? You have one series of this, okay? You have 1 to 3 series of these.
Okay, anybody feel like we're in a loop? So far, we don't watch an hour, 12 minutes of this shit. What's DEA? What is DEA? He finna go back to pointing at this shit he don't understand. If I ask about nucleotides, you don't understand this shit. You don't understand the adenine, thymine, guanine. He don't understand cytosine. He wouldn't understand the pairs. Why do they pair? What's the purpose? What's a phosphate group? What is the sugar? What's the deoxy? You don't understand this shit. He just pointing at the shit. He just typed in DNA, and now he just pointing at it. But didn't he just do that? Then we just go over that, and he was like, let me talk some more. And then he came and said, you only got one series. Did he just go over that shit? Said he only got one series, and then like pointing at the shit, like he upstairs with the shit, but he typed in 3 letters, DNA. It's like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. 1 hour, 12 seconds of this shit. And I just want to ask, what the fuck is DEA based on what we learned right now?
So 1, 2, 3 maps. And each helix is actually a cell, okay?
Then he just,
each helix is a cell.
Never mind.
They don't teach you that in the medical field. They teach you about cells in biology and what they do, but they don't tell you that the double helix is an actual cell itself. Because let's look at a cell. What's a cell? Let's pull it up. What are cells? It's biology, y'all. What are cells? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own and that makes up all living organisms and tissues of the body. A cell has 3 main parts: the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. The cell membrane surrounds the cell and controls the substances that go into and out of the cell. Okay, so let's look at this cell. We're looking at cells, okay? So your cells, okay, this is the smallest unit, keyword, unit, that can live on its own. Okay, why did they use the word unit? Because a cell is an information center. It's an esoteric information center. Okay, your cells that are in your body are actually an esoteric information center. Okay, and each part of the cell is connected to the cosmos. Far as if you have DEA, okay, if you have DNA, this does not apply to you at all.
What?
It doesn't apply to you at all. Okay, if you have DNA.
What?
Okay, because everything about the genetic part of you is synthetic. So you have 1 to 3 series of these strands, but they are synthetics. Okay, and I'll show you what they call them. Okay, let's go to chromosomes for a second. How many chromosomes do people have? In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same.
Did he just tell these folks they don't have cells? That don't even apply to them. There you go. Go tell these folks. God damn it. Each cell, and he said it with an emphasis. God damn it. Contain 23 pair chromosomes. But then he just tell these folks they don't even got cells. Shit don't even apply to them.
In both males and females. Okay, so before I break all the chromosome thing down, what they're saying right now, there's the word right there, autosomes, for what human beings actually have. Although in the article they're trying to say we all got chromosomes, we do not all have chromosomes. All right, human beings have autosomes. Okay, now let's go back to this. Boom. So each one of these represents a series. They have 1 till 3 of them. Okay, and all of these, what they call chromosomes in us, in human beings, are called autosomes. All right, and right here, it's not hydrogen links like we have. This is hydrogen in us. These little links, where it's purple and green and blue and pink, this is all hydrogen in us. This right here, these links that link the double helix together, like the ladder, make it like a ladder, this is hydrogen in us. But in human beings, this is synthetic. So this is like a form of oxygen in a way. Okay, so this is why oxygen doesn't hurt human beings. It only hurts the gods.
Here they go cussing me out again. They finna cuss my dumb ass out in it. They said, nigga, what the fuck? It's too late for all this shit. No, nigga. The links between two strands of DNA double helix are not made of oxygen in a way, nigga. They are formed by hydrogen bonds between specific pairs of bases, adenine with thymine, and uracil or uracil and RNA, and guanine with cytosine. So these niggas just said, we got hydrogen links because we got DEA. But this shit clearly say, no, nigga. The links between two strands of DNA, double helix, is not made of no damn oxygen. Have you been listening, yo stupid ass to They are formed by hydrogen bonds. Nigga, the fuck? The fuck? What the hell? Yes, DNA does contain oxygen. Yeah, DNA has oxygen. But the links between the two strands of DNA are not made of oxygen, nigga. Let's see if he know that shit with his silly country ass. Let's see if he know this shit, boy.
This is hydrogen in us. These little links where it's purple and green and blue and pink. This is
So based on what we just looked at, is it hydrogen in us or is it hydrogen in them? Because he took us out of the picture. We don't got DNA. We got DEA. So we don't even have hydrogen bonds. The fuck? The hell? What do we got? What the hell is it? No. The links between the two strands of DNA is double helix and that's made of oxygen. They are formed by hydrogen bonds between specific pairs of between. Okay. Okay, I got you. No, I knew that. I was trying to see. The two strands of a DNA helix are linked together by hydrogen bonds. He's trying to say this shit like, nigga, let me tell y'all niggas something. Let me tell y'all niggas shit I just figured out on my own without looking this shit up at all. That's why I had tabs already open with the shit when I did the shit. Cause I already was looking like, let me just pair some shit together. Cause I already had the damn tabs open cause I was already trying to connect some dots already. I ain't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was just gonna read shit. That's why I read what cells was, and they were like, they don't have nothing to do with DNA. The rest shit that DNA cells, that fucking hydrogen bonds, is supposed to just be dealing with niggas with DNA, nigga. But look, my stupid ass didn't even know that people were gonna go look this shit up and find out hydrogen bonds is what the fuck connect the damn nitrogen bases of opposite strands. That shit crazy hell, don't it? That crazy hell, don't it? That crazy hell. DNA is a double. This nature. We can't deny that. That nature talking, nigga. That's nature itself. DNA is a double-stranded helix with the two strands connected by hydrogen links. That was links here right there, bonds. What the hell are we talking about?
It's all hydrogen in us. This right here, these links that link the double helix together, like the ladder, making like a ladder, this is hydrogen in us. But in human beings, this is synthetic. So this is like a form of oxygen in a way.
A form of oxygen in a way. White people. White people. Oxygen. Links. Hell no. Hell no. What are you talking about? Oxygen links. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Wrong. The fuck? Just making shit up. Just making shit up in real time. Just making shit up. Then why I'm mad, cause like, how the fuck you just gonna use what DNA really? I just told it, lady. When I told the MD, I said, bro, he really just talking about DNA, but by not calling it DNA, and he ain't even really saying what DNA is. He just talking about DNA. But we gotta be special and shit, cause like, you know what I'm saying? So he gotta say we got DEA. Bro, you not saying what DEA is. You just saying what these folks saying DNA is. Oh, boy, what the hell?
Okay, so this is why oxygen doesn't hurt human beings. It only hurts the gods. Because we
I need everybody to take a deep breath. Is anybody in pain? I want to talk to the guys right now. Y'all human being ass motherfuckers. Y'all be quiet, because y'all got it easy. To the guys and goddesses. These are the guys and goddesses that play the car. Okay, y'all take a breath. Anybody in pain? Did that hurt? Oxygen hurt y'all? Do oxygen the fuck hurt anybody in here? Do oxygen burn? Let's another question. Before you breathe the oxygen in, wasn't it all around you? Wasn't it all around you? Wasn't it all around your godly ass? Wasn't it all around you? Yeah, yeah. It don't hurt, do it. You walk through oxygen all the damn time. Do it hurt? Do it feel like you stubbed your toe? Do it. It don't hurt. It don't hurt me. I feel okay. Every time I'm dealing with some shit, I need to breathe. I heal. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Oxygen hurts the guys. But what the hell? You know, sometimes I think like I remember being on Clubhouse, right? It was certain groups I'd be in, certain rooms I'd be in. And I should be sitting there on mute, listening to everybody talk. And I used to think to myself, I remember saying it out loud on accident, like, am I fucked up for being in this bitch? What you talking about, Faye? I'm not trying to be funny, but I just thinking, like, I don't know. I think folks in here a little, yeah. No, seriously, you say, Faye. I don't want to make nobody feel the type of way. I'm just saying, like, you got elevators, right? And I got out there. I got out of that room. I started thinking to myself, I was like, they say you the company you keep. I start thinking like, boy, am I? No, ain't no way. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible, bro. So what the fuck? But I had to really think about that shit sometimes. I'd be in the middle of like going back and forth with somebody, and I remember like remind myself like, nigga, you don't see that on the walls. That's carpet. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nigga, look, carpet. And did you ever realize you weren't playing football? Yeah. Why they got on helmets? Huh. Hey, you finna argue back and forth with Mike. If it had, but shot you in the helmet. Nigga, you gonna argue back and forth with somebody else. Head, but shot you, they got a helmet on. No. Okay. So just chill, twin. Chill, twin. You ain't reading your surroundings. Then you supposed to be woke. I'm like, oh shit. I start looking at shit different. I'm like, boy, what the fuck am I doing? Then I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna switch up the circle. Boy, why everywhere I went, I saw carpet on the walls. Everywhere I went, nigga playing football in their seats. I'm like, but it whole shit like this. It whole shit like this. This whole shit like this. Twin, this whole shit like this. Twin, this whole shit like this. Here I am trying to talk to somebody. I'm thinking, oh, we getting somewhere. Then they like, I don't know what you believe in. I'm like, shit, I don't believe in nothing. See, ain't a problem. It ain't about, bro. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I don't believe. I believe. Hillbilly! Hillbilly! Oh, what the fuck? Calm down. Hillbilly! 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 Oh, shit. Nigga, the whole shit like this. Nigga, the whole shit like this. Hillbilly! Hillbilly! I'm about to leave. 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 All right, man. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. believe, believe. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't know where the fuck I was at. My dumb ass should have been looking at the damn walls. I'm like, bro, what the hell? You don't need that much protection on your head. Ain't shit but a desk. Oh, then I started realizing this shit. Oh, shit. That shit came out of nowhere. What do you believe in? I don't know what you talking about, twin. I thought we was on our way somewhere. Shit. Fuck me up completely. Y'all try to figure out what my pain is. My pain is everywhere I look, nigga. Everywhere I look. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Everywhere I fucking look, nigga. Shit crazy as hell. Boy, boy, they did a joke on me, boy. I'm in on it. I know your joke. I know your joke. They pulled a whammy on me. Then everybody sitting here laughing at me. Say, look at her trying to deal with these fucking. What? They know this shit degenerate. They know they did this shit to me. They know they did this stupid shit to me. And I'm fucked up, right? I'm fucked up for realizing this shit, right? I'm fucked up for realizing this shit, right? What the fuck am I doing, twin? The fuck am I doing, twin? What the fuck am I doing here? This can't be my shit. This not my shit. Boy, I can't wait to go. What? This shit dumb. Don't none of this shit make sense. Then here come my stupid ass like, oh, I'm gonna be able to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do it because it's dumb. Like, what the fuck? This shit easy to do. That's why you like, why the fuck I'm doing this shit? Imagine, nigga, you gotta go back through pre-K. You see your stupid ass, and you gotta be your size. You don't see your dumb ass in the fucking seat. You don't even fit in that bitch. You looking stupid as hell, don't it? Then you trying to figure out why all these children treating you a certain way. Cause what the fuck you doing here? Yeah, what the fuck you doing here? All these folks walking past you like, why is it? They looking at you talking you weird and shit. Why you want to be around the kids? Yeah, why the fuck do you want to be around the kids? Some of y'all like, what is he talking about? Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is the point. It's the whole shit. It's the whole shit. I'm looking for a classroom that don't got it. What? It's all over the motherfucker. It's all over the motherfucker. It's all over the motherfucker. It's everywhere, twin. It's everywhere, twin. It's everywhere, twin. I do a movement. I say green light movement. All they do is just make the carpet look green, nigga. It just make the shit look green to these folks. They just like, they happy. They just like that it's green. I'm thinking they get this shit. Come to find out, boy, I get around these folks, they don't fucking get this shit. They still being human. They still fucking human. They still fucking human. They still fucking human. They still fucking human. I'm like, wait, ain't no way y'all don't get this shit. I gave y'all this shit in person. I gave you this shit. I know you get this shit. I know y'all touch me, feel me. I'm flesh, nigga. You get this shit. They don't get that shit. They don't get that shit. Boy, I just figured something out, boy. It's the whole fucking. They laughing at me. They laughing at me. Like, look at it. Now you get it. I do get it. What the fuck did I do? But what the fuck did I do? What I did? What I did? Or what did I do? I've been trying to figure this shit out since I got here. What's wrong with these folks? What wrong with these folks? But I remember being a young child, like 3, 4 years old, younger than that. I was watching 2 children. They were playing. One of them had their hand like drawn back, like they were finna hit one of them niggas. And then they just started slapping the face. They all like younger than me, but they're like little children. We all little children. They just started slapping the man on his face. And I'm like looking at the child just crying and looking at the other motherfuckers just hitting them. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with these people? Why I don't want to do that? Why I don't want to raise my hand and just slap you for no fucking reason? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand these people. It's stupid. The babies coming in stupid. Everybody's stupid. Then you think, okay, with wisdom comes, with age comes, but it's a fucking lie. Motherfucker who wrote that shit, they were helmet, helmet, helmet. Helmet. That what the fuck Protect the Crown gonna be about. I'm gonna rewrite the book. They're gonna be a delay on the book. Protect the Crown gonna be about them damn helmets. Boy, I'm not supposed to be the fuck here, boy. I can't see no reality where I'm supposed to fucking be in. It don't make sense. Every time I get close to that door, here go my dumb ass say, wait. I'm gonna go back. Don't take me out of here yet. Here go my stupid ass still here. Trying to be like, why they like, nigga, look around. I keep fucking forgetting to look around. I keep fucking forgetting that, thinking that because I left out, step outside, take a phone call, I come back, ain't no motherfucking carpet. That's my son. Am I fucked up to be here? What the fuck did I do? That's how you know that's real wisdom. When you start realizing, bro, what the fuck did I do? Man, twin, that happened to me in real life. My ass stupid to myself. I don't want to be in advanced placement class. They say, okay, you gonna go your crazy ass to the regular class then. But them fuck, wow, like, boy, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? Take me back. Take me back. Take me back. No. Take me back. My mama would tell me about that shit. She went through that shit before. She changed school, had a culture shock. Like, they was still learning shit. Like, what was it? She was in one of these grades, third, fourth grade, one of them. They had their books, their textbooks was like, an amphibian is blank. And you got to pick one. And what is it? A mollusk is, a reptilian is this, a fish, nigga. Like, she was like, what the fuck it is? But she was in this, listen, all she had to do was leave the teacher alone. The teacher would come in, put her head on the desk, and go to sleep. She said, if you just leave me the fuck alone, you going to pass my class. Don't bother me. Don't wake me up when I'm napping. Ooh, I just realized it, boy. I just realized it, boy. I'm in that class. On me, this that class. This that class. The fuck did I do? And my dumb ass, I probably can't hit for somebody. Like, oh, I'm gonna go and get them. Nah, let them go through that shit. No, hear my stupid ass. No. Cause look. Cause look. Cause look. They don't gotta go through it by their damn self. Okay, you go your silly ass down there. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm trying to figure out why everybody got to smirk Jesus and everybody. Fuck this nigga smirking about. You too scared, nigga. You scared because of last time. I'ma do it. Here I go. I'm finally of age. You know what I mean? It happened around 25, everybody. Here I go of age. And I'm like, boy. This whole place. This whole shit. Nope. I know y'all like, nah, you ain't right, Faise. Now you ain't right. No, this ain't right. This ain't right. And then nobody fucking tell me. They probably did too. They probably did tell me. That would make it crazy. That would make it worse. Now you know that ain't right. Now you know that ain't right. You know God don't like to explain shit, to explain it thoroughly, because ain't no way I don't believe it. Ain't no way they told me it was gonna be like this. Ain't no way they was like, hey, here go what's gonna happen when you go down there. And I listened to them and I was like, all right, bet, put me in. There's no way. Them niggas like, hey, we got a problem. We need our best. Here go my egotistical ass. I'm the best. No, I ain't noticed. Didn't nobody step up. They tricked me. Them niggas knew I was gonna be like, I'm the best. Think I'm making them niggas proud. They ain't even watching. You ever did that shit when you was a child? You say, mama, look, you do some shit. You did it too. You were trying to really work on this shit, nigga. You tried to stand on your head. You get back down. Dizzy as hell. Realize she's still talking to auntie now. Man, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Find out these folks wasn't even watching when I did this shit. I say, y'all saw me? Oh, you did it. Oh, that's what's up. That's good. No, nigga, did y'all see me? If y'all didn't see me, it's gonna be another Lucifer in this bitch. It's gonna be another Lucifer today. We finna run this whole shit back, and this time it's me, nigga. No. I need detail. Get that. You too, Michael. Details now, nigga. What the fuck did I do at 13, nigga? What was the pivotal point? What was the pivotal point, nigga? Omari, Colin. I'm not trying to hear that shit, Murdoch. Not trying to hear that shit, nigga. You saw me too. I thought you was locked up, nigga. Who the fuck was gonna tell me you was back on the ship? You look comfortable. You look comfortable, nigga. You look comfortable. Nitty, I swear, if you say anything, do you know what the fuck we gotta put up with down there? Since you wanna even Adam some shit? Have you encountered the women lately? The fuck? Eve? Ooh, Eve. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm trying to hear it with nobody. Who saw me? I did some shit. I did some spectacular shit. Who the fuck saw me? Or right now, it's time for war. Again, rerunning it back. I can't believe this shit. This shit is what? You can't know. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Nah, man. I ain't know this dumbass shit. The fuck? Nigga, they told me you was locked up. Fuck you was doing sitting on the damn couch. Y'all niggas look comfortable as hell up here. Shit, nigga. You was supposed to know better. But I know something. Calm down, Omar. Calm down. Don't let y'all niggas ask me for shit. Don't call me for shit. Where you going? I don't know, but I'm going far. Nigga. That's the end of the galaxy, nigga. Well, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here for eternity. Don't ask me for nothing. And y'all know I'm good for it. I will sit there for eternity. Listen, your children will tell stories about the sitter before the fuck I could do this stupid shit again. There's a sitter that sits in there. I'll be the biggest conspiracy theory. No one can sit for eternity. Yes, the fuck I can. You don't know me. You do not know me. If I can do 3 hours in the ante room, I can do eternity. Shit, nigga. Tired of this shit, man. You gotta laugh about this shit. Cause this shit crazy. You gotta laugh about this shit. I know they laughing their ass off right now looking at me. They better be looking at me then. They probably doing some important shit. I chose the stupid mission. I'm gonna go save the people. They actually out there warring and shit. They stopping by shining green light. I'm thinking they sending me a sign. They taking a picture of my stupid ass looking out the window. They catching a nigga down bad. I'm down bad. They catching me down bad. I'm thinking like, there's my sign. They like, look at this stupid ass nigga. I'm like, ooh. Hey, look at it. Look, he dumb ass. He dumb ass. Wait till he find out how dumb he was for a second. Cause you know I wasn't here long. I ain't gonna believe this shit. That's why they had to take a picture of me. They like, bro, do you remember? You see the look on your face, bro. You see how stupid you were, boy. Yeah, I look like normal humans. Exactly. And we just go share a laugh for a moment. Man. Yeah. Boy, I'm thinking they sending me signs and shit. They teasing a nigga. Boy. Here I am thinking, when I say some shit, Pac got my back. He come on say it too. He mocking me. Ain't no parties. Focus on his freedom. These niggas be like that for real. Y'all think I'm tripping? I'm dead ass for real. These folks be like that, and I know that, and I'm like, oh my God, how did I forget that? It's new Wapu, not Uzbek. I'm like, see, he said it. Hell no, nigga. Hey, Pa, you better be laughing. Shit, we ain't got long in this bitch. When me laughing, you better be your ass somewhere laughing, nigga. This was hell, literally. We don't got long in this bitch. Bro. Better make a laugh out the last minutes. Shit. Chill, be for real. Shit, nigga, I'm being for real. You think I'm not being for real? Helmet. Shit, I'm being real as it come. Trying to tell you something you don't know. Put you down, clown. All right, let's see what else you talking about. Can you do the voice one more time? Can you? What voice? Finna have to delete this video out of history so Rashad don't keep popping up. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling folks heavy, but I'm tired of this shit. The Helmetians. The Helmetians. Boy. Helmet. Right there in the front, you got hell. As soon as I met these folks in hell, I knew what was going on. Who them folks? Folks I met in hell? Helmet? Hell yeah. Helmetians. I met them in hell. Helmetians. I'm tired of this shit, boy. This shit hell. All right. Let's see what else he's talking about, boy. Here we did what the fuck kind of pencil it is. I don't even know. This shit gonna give me a headache. Nigga pointing cigars at the screen. All right, let's see.
We have hydrogen right here, okay? Now, human beings have a DNA. They only have 1 to 3 series of these.
How many times the nigga gonna say that shit, boy? How many times he gonna talk about this series? How many times he gonna say that, y'all? All right, never mind. I'm gonna be cool.
Oxygen, okay? Now, because they only have 1 to 3 series of these links, guess what happens? Because you only have 1 to 3 series. We're talking genetics, human beings.
Okay.
Because you only have 1 to 3 series of these double helixes, which are actually cells in the cell. That's why I was trying to show you what a cell is. Okay. Because the double helix is a cell within itself. And what does the cell consist of? A membrane and a nucleus in the cytoplasm. Keyword, plasm. So we say cytoplasm, what's that? Plasma. So that's the plasma energy that's coming from the etheric realms that's coming through our genetics that have DEA.
What?
Human beings don't have chromosomes. They have autosomes. Okay? Human beings have 1 to 3 series of double helixes.
Okay.
And they don't have chromosomes, they have autosomes.
Okay.
And because it's a synthetic version, these double helix links, all right, they don't have a cosmic connection. Okay. They have no cosmic source. We have DEA. So guys, we have a cosmic source. Okay. We are connected and powered by the sun. This is where the sun comes into play. Okay. We give light to the sun gives light to us. So it illuminates. We are luminous beings. Everything within us. Okay. So we are receiving information all the time from the cosmos, whether we are aware of this or not. Okay. Whether you are conscious of it or unconscious to these things, if you have DEA. Okay. But if you have DNA, you have synthetic genetics. Okay. So by the genetics being synthetic, you only got 1 to 3 series at that. Okay. Now let's talk about chromosomes. There is no chromosomes. So by there not being any chromosomes, you can't get the neuromelanin. You can't get the neuromelanin without the chromosomes because the chromosomes.
So he said, let's talk about chromosomes. There is no chromosomes. So because there's no chromosomes, you can't get the neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is in the brain. What? Ooh, how, boy?
Chromosomes are galaxies within themselves. Each chromosome within us is the actual fucking universe with beings that live within it. Not only that, the biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. The sun is a chromosome itself. Okay? The biggest chromosome on
the biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun, nigga. That's outer space. The biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. He said it twice. He said it twice. The biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. Is the sun on the planet? Is the sun on the planet? Is the sun on the planet? Is the sun? No, the sun is not a planet. I ain't asked you that. That question was so crazy. They were like, but what the fuck? You must be talking about this. Is the sun on the planet? I'm gonna try again. They don't even know how to answer that stupid ass chat. We supposed to know that already. Maybe is the sun a part of the planet? The sun. Look how look how they answer me. Look how they answer me. Y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't seeing what I'm saying. Look how they answer me. Is the sun part of the planet? The sun. Nigga. The sun. The sun is the star at the heart of our solar system. Boy, they like what the hell? I can literally hear them. The sun is the solar system. They said, nigga, the sun. Oh my god, I don't even know why I just destroyed my fucking algorithm by looking at this stupid shit. My computer gonna think I'm a complete and utter liptard. I don't understand this shit. I repent for asking this shit. I repent. I don't know why the fuck I just really did that. There ain't that much new wapo in the world make me go ask whether or not the sun is on the planet. The fuck I just do that for? You see what I'm saying? I just did some very, very Hermetian shit, didn't I? But no, you got to do that because part of this is you got to always ask and seek and all this that shit. The biggest chromosome on the planet. On the planet. Chromosome. Chromosome. It's the sun. It's it's the sun. The biggest chromosome place.
planet is the fucking sun. The sun is a chromosome in itself. The part of the sun that shines is bright. It's called a chromosphere. Google it. This part of the sun that's shining bright, they got you like this, it's called a chromosphere. That's called the chromosphere of the sun. You get what I'm saying? So the sun in itself is a chromosome. And because the sun is a chromosome, you have all the chromosomes in you.
Oh, fuck this shit. We gonna say this all the way. Is the sun a chromosome? Is the sun a chromosome? No. Fucker. They tired of me tonight. They highlighted this shit. They tired of me. The sun is a star, a huge ball of hot gas, and the word chromosome refers to a structure within the nucleus of a cell that carries genetic information. The chromosphere is a specific layer in the sun's atmosphere located between the photosphere and corona. Uh, they like, do you mean chromosphere? That's all they saying. Do you mean chromosphere? Ain't no way you mean to ask me, is the sun a chromosome? Ain't no man. Yeah, that shit. It's not possible. This shit, hell, boy.
This is why you are connected to the sun. 9 greens, Black and Latino people, because the sun is a chromosome. You have chromosomes in you. To be exact, let's break it down. Let me show you. Okay, so how many chromosomes do people have? Right here, this is what human beings have. So let's read. In humans, literally, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, but they really have autosomes, not chromosomes. For a total of 46. 22 of these pairs called autosomes, which is what human beings really have, look the same in both male and females. That's true. The 23rd pair, the sex chromosomes, differ between males and females. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. That's true. While males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. That is true. Now check this out. They only threw you off with the word human being and autosome and chromosomes. Remove chromosomes. Human beings have autosomes, not chromosomes. So by them having autosomes, basically, this is human beings. Human beings have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46. Okay? They have 2 cells, which you see the double helix. This is what the double helix is. A cell. A cell. This is a cell. 1 cell, 2 cell. That's a cell.
If he said,
Okay?
I swear, if he say that shit one more time.
They have each cell normally contains 23 pairs. They have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46, because 23 times each cell in the double helix equals 46. Okay? But the difference in us. Now let's talk about us. Human beings have 46 autosomes. But the gods, Black people, Latino people, we have 33 pairs. And we have 3. So let me show you something. You said they have a double helix. We have a triple helix. So we have DEA. When you have DEA, you don't have a double helix. So that's a double helix. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a triple helix. We have a triple helix, okay? We have a triple helix, okay? So we have a triple helix. So that would be 3. In God's, each cell normally contains 33 pairs of chromosomes, which we have chromosomes. So this would say 30, and we have 33 pairs. We have 3 cells in each triple helix. So 3 times 33 is 99 chromosomes total that we have. Okay? Now, when they get to talk about the very last pair is the sex chromosomes, they differ between males and females. Okay? Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. So basically, they say that all the chromosomes within us, all right, look the same in both the males and the females, other than the very last chromosome, which is what they call the sex chromosomes. And they say that the guys has 2 copies of the X, and we have the X and the Y. So they told you the truth in there, but they still mix that shit up good. To throw you off. We really have 33 pairs. A triple helix, guys, with DEA. Triple helix, 33 pairs. 99 total chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we are connected to the cosmos. Now, what is in a cell? What was a cell? It has a membrane and it has a nucleus. Remember I told you. I said, hey, all the fucking nuclear weapons are made out of our what? Cells. I taught y'all that. I say every fucking tank, missile that they use in the military war is made out of the cells of dead Black and Latino people. Facts. Why? Because we have chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we have real cells. And when you look at a cell is consisted of what? A nucleus, a membrane, and a cytoplasm. We just looked at it. Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again, man. You feel me? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own. So keyword, a cell is so powerful, y'all, that it can live on its own. But why can it live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It's a cosmic entity, okay? A cell is not just some shit in your body, okay? Let me repeat that. Why can a cell live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It has mind, body, and soul, just like you and I. So you got all these cells in you, and you thinking they just some shit in your body. No. Cells have intelligence, nigga. Okay? Cells have intelligence. That's why in Dragon Ball Z, Cell was one of the most baddest villains. Because if you know how to control your cells, you can do all type of shit. Literally. Now check this out. Check this out. A cell has 3 main parts. And remember, we have real cells. Right, exactly. Somebody said Henrietta Lacks. Exactly. Exactly. They took her what? Her cells. And they did what? They regenerated themselves because they have intelligence. We have cells, y'all. Human beings, y'all don't have cells. Y'all have synthetic ones. So they don't work. They're not real cells. They don't have intelligence. See what I'm saying?
What?
So we have real cells.
They don't work. They don't work. The cells don't work, twin. How the fuck is they here, twin? When they made the cells. If the cells don't work, when they get sick, how they get unsick without cells? How do they digest food without cells? The man just white people. Cells, no work. Hell no.
Intelligence. See what I'm saying? So we have real cells. Now, a cell has three main parts. A cell has three main parts. The cell membrane. So this is the part that's connected to the cosmos that actually is like a real brain. It's interacting back and forth with higher forms of celestial vibration and higher entities. Your membrane does that. The membrane of the cell. Then you have the nucleus. That's the power. That's all that dark matter energy. It's in the nucleus. Okay? The nucleus. And then you have the cytoplasm of the cell. This is the plasma energy that comes from the cosmos directly into you through your cells. All of your plasma energy comes to you through your cells. You don't hear me? All of your plasma energy from the cosmos comes to you through your fucking cells. This is why this is called cytoplasm. Okay? This is the membrane. They will, when you die, they go and take your cell, open it up, go inside the nucleus, and drain all that energy and use that to make bombs with. They use that part to make bombs with. The membrane is actually a.
They use this part of the cell to make bombs, right? They take a cell, nigga. A cell, nigga. A cell, nigga. They take a piece of a cell. They take the cell, nigga. They take the cell, nigga. Nigga, you not listening. They take the cell, they drain it. They drain it, my boy. And then they made bombs with it. Now you could be telling the truth. Let's look. Are bombs made of human cells? AI didn't even answer me. They tired of my shit. They tired of my shit. AI didn't even answer me, boy. They ain't even talking to me no more because of this stupid shit. Are nukes made of human cells? No. Nuclear weapons are not made of human cells. They are primarily composed of fissile materials like uranium-235 and plutonium-239. These materials are extracted from the Earth's crust and undergo a nuclear reaction to create explosive force. Why am I looking this up? Why am I looking this up? Why am I looking this up? Could the atoms of the human body create an atomic bomb? Atoms of the human body are stable. Atoms that comprise material are extremely unstable. Okay, so they don't know what the hell you talking about either on this one. I don't know yet.
Real life living entity connected to the cosmos. Okay? The cytoplasm is the plasma energy that's empowering all the information that's coming to the goddamn cell membrane from the cosmos. The only people that have cells is the gods. You get what I'm saying? We have cells. All right? We have cells, real cells. Okay? Because we have DEA. We have DEA. Now, because we have DEA, we got all these chromosomes. 99 of them to be exact. But it goes deeper. We don't just have, you know, human beings, I have 1 to 3 series. That's what, when you have DNA, you only have 1 to 3 series of double helix links filled with oxygen. We got.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a question, right? Let me ask y'all a question. How many times you gonna say that shit? How many times you gonna say that shit? How many times you gonna talk about the series? How many times? How many times you gonna bring up the series? How many times you gonna say the series? He keeps starting over, but he keep not saying shit about what DEA is. How many times he gonna bring up the series? Tell let me know so I can know. I'm not familiar with how many times.
We got 9 ether beings. We're immortal, primordial energy, energetic beings. So we have 9 series. We have 9 series of those same genetics, but triple helix instead of 2. You only got 1 and 3. We got 9, and it's a triple helix, and we got millions of fucking links of hydrogen links. Now on that triple helix, you got all this ancestral energy that's been passed down to us from our ancestors, because we are the ancestors. It's a cosmic thing. So because we have that, right? This is where you get your differences at. This is why we have ether that grows up to the heavens or up to the cosmos, because of these cells in us, because of this DEA, deoxyetheric acid. Now, because we have deoxyetheric acid, we have cells where nucleus is full of all this dark matter energy.
Okay.
It's your cells that fights off diseases in your body.
Right. So, what the fuck fights off diseases in white folks' body, if not cells? Didn't I just mention that, y'all? How the fuck they fight disease in the damn cells? So, if we got cells fighting disease, don't when they get sick, they get unsick. Can't they unsick themselves too? So I'm not understanding what the fuck you talking about. You just basically were like, they got cells too, because they do the shit that we do. They got cells then if they can fight off illness, because they gotta have cells. Let's not forget you got something called stem cells. Let's not forget you have skin cells. Let's not forget that when we looking at them, listen, when you're looking at somebody, you're looking at cells. What the fuck is bro talking about? What is bro going on about? What is he getting at? What's the idea? I don't understand this shit. Keep telling y'all.
We have all this. We have chromosomes.
Right.
If you really want to know how powerful a chromosome is, just look at the fucking sun.
Okay.
There you have it.
There
now
we
your
go.
body full of them. And you got millions of cells.
Okay.
This is why it's called nuclear war. See what I'm saying? Because they have taken the power out of the nucleus of our cells and used them to form nuclear weapons. So I'm trying to get you to see how powerful you are. You don't understand what you are because you don't know what's being used from you. You don't even know like they're using your body parts to make guns, to make gunpowder, to make weaponry. Even the atomic bomb. Where did that come from? Our arms, our atomic structure.
They're using our body parts to make weapons.
That's our genetics. That's our genetics. That's our genetics.
Come on.
And that is the genetics of the God species because you're only going to find that in a being that has DEA, deoxyetheric acid.
Okay. So what
if
the
you
fuck?
have DNA, you don't have those 9 series, so you're not connected to the cosmos like that.
Okay.
So therefore, you lack neuromelanin. You end up with melanin. And now melanin, it blossoms.
Neuromelanin is in everybody. Not to mention that the word melanin is in the word neuromelanin. But I mentioned it.
Blocks the UV rays of the sun, but it doesn't stop them. So this is why you have to go get extra suntan lotion, all right, which is another synthetic to kind of like plaster you away from the cosmic radiation of the chromosphere of the sun. And because of that, the only way that you are able to channel energy, photon energy, because that's what the sun is, the only way you can channel that as a human being is from other black people and Latino people being around us. So if we all left the planet
The sun is photon energy. The sun is photon energy. Photon energy. The sun is photon energy. The sun is photon energy. Sun is photon. Yes, the sun's energy is indeed emitted in the form of photons. Photons are tiny packets of electromagnetic energy, and they are fundamental particles of light. The sun generates immense amounts of energy through nuclear fusion in its core, which releases photons across the electromagnetic spectrum. These photons then journey through the sun's interior, eventually reaching the surface and being radiated out into space, including to Earth. The sun's energy is indeed emitted in the form of photons. I can understand that.
And human beings, y'all would just die. Because we give y'all the photon energy that you can't get organically from the sun. You don't have to be in my house every day as a human being to get that. When you pass us by, when we out in the atmosphere, we like a crystal. Why do you think, what do crystals do? Push out energy and pull energy in. Well, who the fuck you think taught the crystal? Who the fuck you think programmed the fucking amethyst crystal or the citrine or the clip quartz to do what it does? We did that. We did that.
We program
because that's what we do. We push out energy and we pull in energy. We are crystallized beings.
We program. I'm not fair research.
If you look at nature, everything in nature basically follows what we do. This is why you can go to the plant and look at the plant, and we share the same genetics of the fucking plant. The palm tree is full of what? Chloroplast DNA. I will repeat that. The palm tree is full of chloroplast, what they like to call DNA. But anything natural to the planet or aboriginal to us does not have DNA. Because
so the plants got DEA too. The trees got DEA too. They don't got DNA no more. Just because, right? They don't got it no more. It's over for them. They got DEA now. It's official.
plants have mind, body, and soul like us. Spirit and soul, the plant has. Yes, it does. So therefore, the plant is a divine being. The plant is a 9-degree being as well. Okay? Understand that some souls and spirits choose to animate plants. Some choose to animate animals. You don't hear me though. When we descend, some of us choose to be plants. Some of us choose to be animals. That's not who we are. That's just the material that we're animating in this physical realm. We can, because we are everything, we can take on any body. Not just this one. The only bodies we can't take on is the human being body because we didn't create that body. We created the plants. We created the animals. We created the insect. We created the wind. Who you think told the wind how hard to blow? Who you think gave the fire its desire to burn the way that it does? Who do you think it is that interlaced the dimensions? Who you think spoke to the planet Kai and taught her how to be still, how to be stable? Who you think set up that interstellar connection between the realms so that one realm don't fall on top of the other one? We did that. We did that. We gave the water its texture. We taught the water how to flow. We taught the wave how to crash against the sand. We taught the sand how to receive the wave as it crashes. Who you think formed that connection? Everything in the nature is alive. The beings with the deoxyetheric acid, the DEA, the hidden gem, the God gene. The reason they call us metahumans, the reason they attack us is because of the DEA. It's a real thing.
Like, what is it?
We go into voodoo. We don't need to sit in circles with salt. We don't need to call on fallen angels to help us with shit because we got too many supreme entities and divine deities and cosmic elders that are on our side naturally because we are everything and everything is us.
Then where
It's
the
difference.
With the fallen angels too.
It's a difference. Having DEA, we have spirit and soul. That's electricity and magnetism. Having DNA, you only have a spirit. That's only electricity. No magnetism. No magnetism. None of that. None of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
You have hair. You don't have ether. You don't have any of that. You don't have any of that. You get what I'm saying? That's a cosmic thing. So even cells, no, all human beings do not, you don't have really have the synthetic version, the 1 to 3 series of those genetics, those double helices. That's DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all a part of your DNA, period. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta understand though that if you don't have that, you feel me? If you don't have those genetics, then that's the difference. You have DNA, you have DEA. It's imperative that our people understand the difference. This is why they can be trying to dig us up. They dig us up. They have to dig us up because it was the tampering of the DEA that had made us fall in frequency. This is why we're not even in giant statue like we used to be, because they tampered with the DEA. They tamper with the DEA, but they can dig us up all day. And then they'll dig up these big ass femur bones, like I posted on this community page earlier, and I posted on Instagram.
They tamper with the DEA and made us short. They tamper with the hidden gene. They tamper with the God gene and made us short. We used to be big. We was kings and we was huge. And then they tampered with it and was like, man, fuck this shit. Y'all niggas should be small today. Y'all niggas gonna be small today. They tampered with the shit. And it was over with from there. And that's how we got this size. So just cause y'all were like, how the fuck we get this size? Can we used to be big? And they were like, nigga, y'all being big. That's not fair. Y'all gotta be like life size. So they were like, fuck it. We just gonna tamper with that shit. Oh, and then everybody got small.
Again, they'll dig up these big ass femur bones, and then they'll tell you that was a tree, and a motherfucker believe like, oh, that's a tree. Ain't no tree laying under the ground. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no tree laying under the ground. You get what I'm saying? So they'll dig us up, big ass femur bones, and a person will sit there and be like, oh, okay, you're not even making a cosmic connection because they have tampered with the DEA.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm going to start with this loop that I made here.
And if you're not understanding how they tamper with the DEA and what that really means, then it's hard for you to understand how the fuck can we go from 125 feet tall with 2 big ass suns in the sky to where we is today. It's hard for you to understand that if you're not on that vibration. So you're not going to understand this shit anyway.
Because you can't fucking explain it. You can't fucking explain it. You can't fucking explain it. So that's what y'all do to everybody who y'all know y'all can't explain shit to. You just say, you ain't tapped in. You ain't on that level. Explain it. Explain it. I don't understand what that.
You feel me? You can't I can break it down 1,000 times. You ain't gonna get it because you're not on that frequency.
Try us. Try us. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Boom, 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 do. Break it down. Explain it. Build it up. Do the shit. You ain't gonna do it, right? Cause there ain't no fucking explanation. You just make shit up there. You do it. Do it. Do it one time. One time. Test us out. Test us out.
You see what I'm saying? That's too deep for you. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, this shit too deep for. This shit ain't for you if you ain't already learned certain shit. You just can't jump in this motherfucker. It's dangerous. Ain't no just jumping in here and let me just sneak in here. See, ain't no just jumping in here because the shit we talking about is I'm not gonna use the word esoteric. Esoteric. If it's not that. You get what I'm saying? If it's not that, that's exactly what this shit is that we be talking about. That's why they fuck with the lives and all of that. This ain't no shit that they want you to know. So at the end of the day, like, fuck, I got the game by lying to your ass. I ain't got nothing to gain by lying to you. Shit, nigga, you feel me? we on here talking right now. I ain't got nothing to gain by lying to you. You feel me? You have to know there's a difference between these so-called Black and Latino people that have been labeled this, and the difference is the genetics. The difference is that hidden genetic. The shit that make them call us meta-human. You feel me? They're not gonna tell you the sun is a chromosome. They don't even have chromosomes. Why they want you to know that? You see what I'm saying? They ain't gonna tell you we all got chromosomes, but we all don't have chromosomes. We all don't have